Hi guys, it's Monique. And guess what? I haven't done a video in a while and I just kind of felt like doing one this morning. And you get me as I am. I'm au naturel. I woke up this morning, no makeup. I haven't even combed my hair. I've done nothing. So you get me as I am. But I haven't done a video in a while about dystonia awareness. And you know what? I just thought it was time. I felt like doing a video this morning, so here you are, you got me. But I wanted to show you how I was doing. So, dystonia, let's recap. Dystonia, I have cervical dystonia. There's other dystonias that you can get, that you can have, but I have cervical dystonia. And dystonia is basically, it's a form of Parkinson's, believe it or not, and it's actually more popular than Parkinson's. Not that you want to be popular in that area, but it's more popular than Parkinson's because more people have it. Why don't you hear about dystonia? I have no idea. People don't talk about it. I don't know, but dystonia is a form of Parkinson's. So anyways, what dystonia pretty much is a portion of your brain, like that very is like this little nugget inside your brain, and it does not communicate with your muscles. It just tells your muscles, okay, you can keep hanging on really, really tight and being really, really tight to the point of spasming and causing pain. And it forgets to tell your muscles that you can let go now. So your muscles don't let go. They just hang on. So that's what causes these twitches in my face. That's what causes my chin to jut out. That's what causes this stuff that goes on. And the pain. I have pain like right in here and in the back of my neck. So that's where my pain points are. So anyways, that's dystonia. And like I said, you can have it in other parts of your body. I know people who have it in their arms, legs. This is very common, having cervical dystonia. So anyway, I wanted to show you how I'm doing. I still have it. Hasn't changed, but what has changed is my attitude about it. Some of the things that's changed about it is that I went to see this chiropractor, okay? And he did like the scan of my back. And when he did this scan, it just kind of radiated on the paper, it radiated like these colors that showed the pain areas of your back, the high energy areas. And so I kept going to him and going to him. And then I did another scan. And next thing you know, the pain areas started moving up my back into my shoulders and still my neck, but not my lower back. And he told me that it would go back to its source. So, okay. So then I kept going to him and I still go to him. So I kept going to him and I get up towards, go to another scan. And next thing you know, my shoulder areas have cleared and it's like back at the source, my neck, which it's actually my brain that's causing this. So, but the source of the pain is my neck. That's where, but with having dystonia, it's affected so many other areas of my back. Like he was pointing out to me, like this part of your spine affects your bladder. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally can get that because like there was a time when I couldn't hold my bladder for nothing. So, and then he was like, and this part of your brain affects, or this part of your spine affects like your adrenals. And I was like, okay, so that makes sense. I'm not losing weight, because my spine is stressed out. So as it gets moved up, all of a sudden the bladder issue disappears and all of a sudden like, well, my adrenals still sit there, but that's because I have so much stress going on in my body that my adrenals can't possibly like calm down because my body's not calm. My body is constant in mode, which whatever, you know what I mean? It's in constant stress mode all the time. There is like no stopping the stress until I go to bed at night. And even some nights that's not good either. So anyways, what else has changed is my attitude. Like, I don't know what. Haven't watched my other videos because I don't like to watch my other videos. I don't like to watch videos of myself. But anyways, what else has changed is my attitude. Like, if you got a good attitude about stuff, even if it's like freaking pain that just in there, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go through this day, and it's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna go dig a spot in my yard and put a nice little flower bed in there, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do that, and because that's what I did yesterday. And you take on this attitude of, I'm not gonna let life stop me. Well, then what can stop you? Pain, because pain is going to be there. Pain is going to exist. And you just can't stop living. You got to keep living. You may not do something as extreme as like put a flower garden out in front of your yard and, use a shovel and get down on your hands and knees and dig the dirt, but go for a walk. You could, it doesn't even have to be a brisk walk. If you can just go to the end of the driveway and back, or whatever, just something to keep your body moving. Because you know that phrase, a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. Well, I never really knew the meaning of that, but I do. And you know the meaning of that too. Because if you get up in the morning and you're moving and you keep going throughout your day, and then what happens when you sit down? You don't want to get up and move again. You want to just sit still, right? Well, a body in motion stays in motion. Your body is constantly moving. Even when you think it's not, your body is still constantly moving because we are made of energy, and energy is always moving. And when you've got pain, that energy is even like moving even more. Like the vibration of the energy is like triple, quadruple, whatever of your normal energy. So it's constantly moving is what my point is. It's constantly moving. So move with it. Go with it. Don't sit down and let that be the energy that's moving. Go with it. Keep the rest of your body moving. Even if it's just a short jaunt from your chair to the sink to get your own water, or from the bedroom to the bathroom, whatever. Just don't just sit there, because sitting there, I feel, creates depression. And depression is not what's going to make you feel better. Getting up and moving is what's going to make you feel better. Since my last videos, let me tell you a little bit about what's gone on so I can tell you this next story, okay? Since my last videos, I decided to take classes to become a health coach because that just resonates with me. I just want to see people be healthier. I want to see them be their best selves. So I became a health coach. So one of my clients, I challenged her. I said, you got a Fitbit? She's like, well, I got this thing that will track my steps. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, aim for 4,000 steps. I can't do that. She told me, I can't do that. And I said, try. Just try. And she's like, well, I'll try, but I'm sure I probably can't do that. She messaged me a couple days later and she's like, hey Mo, guess what? I did 4,000 steps. And I'm like, I told you you could. I am so proud of you. So the next step was keep moving, keep doing it, keep moving. Because if you don't move, you just don't feel good. It's in the moving that's going to make you feel better. So anyways, I just felt like doing another video. I hope everybody's doing well. I just want to bring about dystonia awareness because it's real. It is See, debilitating thing. And if you got it, it's not much fun. You can live with it and be depressed, or you can live with it and just live life. Just, because that's what you got to do. It's no different than anything else we deal with in life. The only part is your attitude about how you deal with the things that get thrown in your path. I had a clear vision for my life. I knew what I wanted. Not, I can't say clear vision, and I can't say that I really knew what I wanted. I just knew that I decided I got laid off from my job because it was one of those budget cut things, and it was last one hired, first one fired, right? So they paid for schooling for me. So I went to school and I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Bam! I fell down some freaking icy steps. Stupid, right? Hurt my neck. So after that whole summer, I lived in pain. Like excruciating pain. Like I didn't know what the frig was going on with me pain. It just and then it hit me. Oh yeah, I fell down some steps. That's got to be where my pain came from. So I lived on the couch. And my daughter's boyfriend took me to physical therapy appointments. And I had to practically lay down in the car just to ride. That's how bad this had gotten. And the doctors put me on pain meds. And I know this video is long and I'm really sorry, but I want to tell you my story, okay? So the doctor put me on pain meds. Right? I go to my regular doctor. They're like, oh, you're in pain. You got spasms. Let me give you these 4 prescriptions to use so that you can be on pain meds and muscle relaxers and become a product of society and become addicted to these things. So, okay, not exactly. But yeah, they did give me prescriptions. So then I went to a neurosurgeon and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm taking these medicines. They're not working. I don't know what to do. And he's like, oh, I'm not increasing your medicines. You just want to become addicted. I walked out of his office and I quit taking all my freaking meds. I was like, you freaking so-and-so tell me I want to get addicted. I just want to feel better. I want less pain. I want my life back. And this dang doctor accused me of wanting to become addicted. I'm like, seriously right now? So I walk out of his office and I'm mad. So on to the next doctor who can't do anything for me. Don't even know what I have. On to the next doctor and the next doctor. Finally, gave up all pain meds and muscle relaxers. Gave up on doctors. I said, this is it. This is my life. This is what's going to happen with my life. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even have a diagnosis. All I knew was my neck hurt. I was in pain all the time. I had no quality of life because I was hunched over and I was like, and I'd walk around and because I was in pain and I was nursing that pain. Well, then several years later, I decided, let's try this again. So I go to a doctor. I go down, he sees the spot I'm in. He's like, okay, we need to do stuff. So what's he do? Puts me on pain meds and muscle relaxers, right? So, okay, I'm giving this doctor a chance. I go on the pain meds and muscle relaxers. My heart starts doing this thing. Next thing you know, I'm in the hospital because my heart is beating way too fast. And why? Because of the freaking tramadol he put me on. Because pain meds and muscle relaxers. Seriously? So, anyways, he was a really good doctor. I can't put him down, but he was a really good doctor because he stood up for me. So next thing you know, he gets me with a neurosurgeon, a different neurosurgeon. And this neurosurgeon tells me, your neck is in such bad shape. I haven't seen anything worse. The only thing I've seen worse was military that come back from the war, right? Okay, so I'm thinking my neck is so bad. And he's like, you need surgery. So I go get surgery. He does surgery. See, I have the scar. See, I have the scar. I had surgery. He put a plate in my neck and fused some of my things together. I go to my chiropractor a couple years later, and he says, you didn't need, he looked at my MRI and says, you didn't need that surgery. You just needed to come to see me sooner. I could have fixed that for you. What are these doctors doing to us? So anyway, before I go to the chiropractor, let me back it up. Back it up. So I go to physical therapy. And my physical therapist is like, there's something more going on with you because you're still spasming, blah, blah, blah. Oh, let me back it up a little bit more. I want to tell you this. So after my surgery, right, I'm in the hospital, have my surgery, I'm in the hospital. My nurse comes in and it's a male nurse. Very, very good nurse. Very, very good nurse. He comes in and he's like, we have to wheel you down to x-ray to make sure that your fusion is still there where it's supposed to be before we can release you. So he's wheeling me down and I do x-ray and I'm on my way back and I'm bawling. And I've still got like medicine, like the stuff they use to put you out. I can't think of the word. Anyway, I'm still kind of drugged up a little. And so I'm bawling and I'm like, it didn't work. It didn't work. And he's like, what do you mean it didn't work? It worked fine. The x-ray showed that it was good. I'm like, no, it didn't work. I'm still spasming. My chin is still jutting out and I'm still the same. He told me I would be better. He told me I would walk out of here with no pain. I said, I am exactly the same. I bawled. Guess what? My male nurse bawled along with me. It was like, he just was fabulous. I told him I was vegan. And he's like, you want something to eat? I said, that would be good. So I told him I'm vegan. And you know what? He went and made sure that my menu had vegan options on it. The best nurse. I wish I could have remembered his name, knew who he was, because I would have sent him a thank you card. He was so special to me for going through those emotions with me and being there for me. He really felt for me, being one of his patients. So anyway, I get done with that and I go to physical therapy and my physical therapist says, there's more going on with you than just your fusion. Something's going on. So I look it up and I realize that it's probably dystonia because I Googled it, right? We Google our stuff. Who goes to the doctor nowadays? We Google it. We find out what's wrong with us, and then we go to the doctor and say, okay, I got blah, blah, blah. I need you to fix me. So I Googled it. So then my doctor hooked me up with a neurologist. So the neurologist is doing Botox injections and everything. So I get these Botox injections. This one time I got Botox injections. You're not supposed to do anything strenuous for like 3 days, right? So sorry, my daughter's calling me. I'll have to call her back. So I get these Botox injections during the time that we're camping and we go hiking. Oh my gosh. I didn't wait my 3 days. I go hiking, and next thing you know, my Botox goes through, and I'm having to hold my chin up because I can't hold my own head up because the Botox relaxed my muscles so much that I couldn't even hold my own head up. Really, right now, guess what I did? Quit Botox. I'm not going to live my life like that. So anyways, I quit that, quit all my pain meds and stuff like that again, gave up on doctors again. And then I found the chiropractor who actually could help me. So he's helped me a lot and he still continues to help me. And this wasn't a plug for him. It wasn't to give him business. It was to tell you what's helped my life. Positive attitude, that's all me. That's all me. I refuse to live my life being sad and depressed about what's happened to me, and I'm going to live my life happy. So anyways, dystonia awareness. I hope you're happy to see me back. Have a great day. I enjoyed my video. Bye.